Hello everybody, my name is Alex, but my pals call me Al, and we're continuing to play Zero Parades. And we just got into the overworld, and there's a lot to do, and I think I'm a little lost. But we have some tasks to do. Oh. Journal. Yeah, these are our loose ends. Price together what Pseudopod did before you arrived. Bootleg bazaar. Okay. Yeah, we got some things to do. Is this one of them? Yeah, this is one place we can go. This is sick. Oh, you're thinking about something.
Over the threshold and into a memory. This place, this bar, the center of the frozen world.
This is where Herschel used to meet with her crew.
Old schnapps and the faded sour cologne of body odor and bleach. Soft yellow light filtered through cracked shades. The rumble of the ice machine. A hissing television. Exactly how you remember it.
The fogged mirror.
Favorite den of Keysok's local Pelota squad and their partisans, as well as a certain disgraced spy of the operant bureau. You discover your thumb rubbing itself along the numberless business card you found on your double.
I'll have a schnapps for old time's sake. Let's take a second to breathe it in. Steady our sense.
Circulates your lungs. The taste is familiar.
Taking deep breaths is always a good thing.
Shades from another time move endlessly across the ancient wood, pickling it with nostalgia.
Ah, delirium lowered. Nice. Maybe someone here knows about what this miracle is about.
You glance towards the bartender, a younger woman you don't recognize. Darker skin and sandy hair, carrying a soft scowl. The best part about this place is that it's open all night, every night. Its doors are always open to you, as they are now.
My fatigue was lowered. Wow, this has been a good internal monologue. Alright, let's looky. And then use this. Oh. That's so nice that they have that. I don't remember if they had that for disco.
In the machine aisles is a lineup of smokes, candy, and canned coffee.
Minus fatigue plus anxiety. Wisnia hard gummies. Favorite cherryish liquor now in alcohol chewable form. Fatigue plus 2. Calming chewing. Minus delirium plus fatigue. I don't need any of that.
If you change your mind, they'll still be here. Dormant in their artificially chilled chamber.
Thank you very much. But just look at how it's all... Everything in this is like a spilled canvas almost. Like there's paint splatter.
On the wall above, mounted like the taxidermied head of a bull moose, is a toilet.
Not all question needs answers. No, disgusting.
From across the room, the bartender notices your gaze and the expression on your face.
Don't worry. The smudge on the rim is just blood.
I want to know the story.
83. Keysok versus Recreación. The referee sent Peña off on a bullshit call. A riot ensued, as per tradition. Someone ripped a toilet right out of the washroom wall and chucked it at the Recreación supporters.
Oh no.
Keysok's pride. The moment it all peaked. When all the madness and meaning in the world swelled into one glorious, unstoppable wave. Countless injuries were reported in the aftermath of the incident, and 2 fatalities confirmed.
Alright. Maybe we'll get some good points if we salute the toilet seat.
The bartender gives a small, approving nod in your direction.
God, I'm good. I'm a good spy. Okay. Who else can we investigate before we talk? Oh, there's 2 people to talk to. What is this? The menu lists 14 varieties of schnapps. Alright, let's talk to the bartender.
What do you have?
Let's get a drink first.
You have choices.
Oh, do I have money? I have 26. -4 anxiety, delirium 3. I'll have a coffee.
Sure.
Okay. I don't think we've met. I'm gonna ease into it.
No, I don't think we have. I'm Lucia.
Good to meet you.
What brings you to Kisok?
Mercifully not insisting on your name. She knows her audience. I'm here for a job.
I know how that is.
Her demeanor softens ever so slightly.
Ooh, my cold read.
What do you have? It's on the house.
I'll have one of your foul look. I feel like you gotta, like, the bartender knows everything in town.
She reaches for a half-full bottle of pink-tinged liqueur. In due course, a small trumpet-shaped glass appears before you.
Cheers.
The glass makes a little thunk as it hits the bar. You down it in one go, as is tradition.
Oh, yeah.
So, here to meet your friend?
Your friend. Hold on, where is this friend?
Over there.
She gestures towards an older man in a booth. His back is to you.
I've never seen that man before in my life.
Strange. He said he was expecting someone like you.
Someone like me?
Tall, dirty blonde hair, just got into the city. He said you were in the same line of work.
Oh. Would that line of work happen to be a fake sock importer? Is he looking at me right now?
No.
Cool it. Just drink your drink. Observe him from a distance. A guy ever come in here with a Korean accent, glasses, brown jacket?
Friend of yours?
Just a colleague.
He was here a few days ago. Seems to have come in to have a chat with your man over in the corner booth.
Oh.
The one you've never seen before.
Instincts. Ant parade on your skin. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Did he drink anything, the younger man?
No. He ordered a round for the table, but your friend didn't touch it.
Do you know what this is? And we'll show her the phone card.
Don't tell me you're in Portofino for the phone sex.
It's not for me, it's for an acquaintance. She won't believe that. No, I'm here for Miracle.
The miracle is the sex. Or that is free. It's a 24-hour phone line, paid for by... who knows? Hence, the miracle line.
That doesn't sound like a miracle, that sounds like a trap.
Yeah, well, the catch is you have to do it in public with a handful of slimes watching. I suppose for some people that's part of the appeal.
I am 100% here for the phone sex and no other reason. She's gonna think we're a break. And all that stuff I did to butter her up will be wasted. Do you know where I can find this sex line?
It's a payphone to the west of here. It overlooks the water. You'll know it from the group of excited old men nearby.
That's lovely. Are you from around here?
Close by. I grew up about 5 minutes from here.
Not very ambitious, are you? No! It's cool that you've stayed close to your roots.
If you're born Kisok, you never really leave.
She sets aside the glass she's been wiping. A true partisan.
You know why they call it Party Alley?
Because it's so much fun being here?
It's Calle del Partido, from when we still had El Partido Comunista. They built the plaza around the Palace of Culture, not the other way around.
It's called Calle del Partido from when we still had El Partido Comunista. Is that communism? They built the plaza around the Palace of Culture, not the other way around. Toast the memory of the forgotten place.
The bartender doesn't acknowledge the gesture.
Interesting. Not a communist. Good to know. Okay, about that old man in the booth.
She stays silent, waiting for you to kickstart the conversation.
Did you hear what he was talking about with my associate?
She shakes her head.
Were they arguing, chit-chatting, flirting?
It looked like a business meeting. Quiet, voting.
Did you catch his name?
Hasn't given one. Just like you.
And she noticed. A similarity she hasn't ignored. Yeah, okay. Do you think he seems kind of off?
She glances over at the man as he sits silently at his booth, transfixed by something in his hands.
Perfectly polite. Keeps to himself. Hasn't caused any trouble. Pays in cash.
Huh.
Bit of a lizard, I suspect.
Bit of a lizard.
She makes a show of clearing her throat before your next question.
Followed up by looking around you as if something else caught her attention. Alright, enough.
Fine by me.
See you around.
See you.
Here, I thought we were making progress and she was my buddy. Discolored television.
Under a thick, curved screen, colors rip and tear into each other, making it impossible to make sense of what is currently playing.
Ooh, I wonder what they're building with all of the TVs being like distorted and weird, and then like the red disc from our first episode that we played caused delirium. And then she just said that they built Party Alley around the Plaza of Culture, not the other way around. I'm just wondering what they're building here. Okay. Technoflex. I have no Technoflex. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna bother again. I'm just gonna leave.
The TV continues to rip open the colors of another dimension.
We'll leave it as it is. Alright, old man.
An older man, heavy-set, looks up as you approach. On the table next to him is a large plastic box. An accordion hose runs from the side of it and disappears between his shirt buttons.
Huh.
Opera. Bon of you to drop by.
Man
A
with
bit
no heart.
earlier than I was expecting.
And there's like a heartbeat sound. Is his heart in this box?
It should be said that you've never seen this man before in your life.
Huh.
No matter. You're here now. That's what counts.
The bartender said you were expecting me.
Some reputations precede. I heard a notorious spy had escaped from the freezer and was running amok in theater. Had to see for myself.
I love the word amok.
This man must be
I
part
failed.
of our welcoming committee. The gang's legend spreads far and wide.
I failed.
Now here you are, in living color. Cascade, known to some as Herschel Wilt.
Your stomach tightens. Predator, caution. You might still be able to play this off.
I have solid chances, 52%. Red check, you cannot retry. Ooh. Might be worth it. You might still be able to play this off. I don't know if that's worth it. Okay. You're deeply confused. I'm a simple stock importer. Cut the crap, old man. Who are you? I kind of feel like saying that.
Officially, I'm no one. A null entity. A sad old man in an ugly shirt, killing time at a gouty paleta bar.
No entity. The Operant Bureau's preferred name for those it would rather forget.
Oh, another... Maybe he's like an ex-spy?
But my sordid history's not the subject here. It's you everyone's asking about.
Who's this everyone?
Old friends, professional critics, Big-time players in the international organ market.
What are they asking about?
All kinds of stuff. They're asking, has she figured out her assignment yet? What's going on with her double?
Why do they know this?
Does she still have it? Thrilling questions all. But mainly, they're concerned about your heart.
Why? Enough puttering about what do you want.
Straight to it. Fine. Let's be blunt. The opera have dropped you in a river of shit. Maybe I can help you get yourself out of it.
Remain hopeful, 27%. Is this a white check? Formerly opera, null entity, heard he talked to pseudopod. White check, you can retry. Who is this man? Ooh! I got lucky.
A hiss, followed by the frantic clack, clack, clack of a microfiche reader. High contrast negatives hit the back of your retinas.
Blank.
58. Collapse of Ile-de-Serres' Grand Bridge. 60. Laplage's royal family liquidated. 63. Suppressed uprising in PR Yoffi. 67. The Agora minor blackout.
This old guy's behind all of that?
No direct attribution possible. Cross-references simply point to one figure, skipping in the margins of history. Cryptonym redacted. Date of birth redacted. Nation of origin disputed. Joined the opera late 40s. Declared null entity in 69. The microfiche reader clacks a final time, settling on a monochrome picture. Beneath it, a nom de guerre.
You're the one they call Hauzmann.
His fleshy cheeks pull his mouth into just the slightest approximation of a smile.
Yay, we impressed him.
The name passes through your skull like a ghost, a shiver on its tail.
Warms the heart to know people still talk about you when you're not around.
I don't know
The
how I feel
posture
about this guy.
remains, yet the gravity in the air thickens.
I don't know. I don't know enough about what all this was. Collapse of a bridge sounds bad. Royal family liquidated. Were they bad? Were they a bad royal family? Suppressed uprising. Blackouts. I don't know. I don't know enough to call him a traitor. I don't know enough to call him a cool independent operator. And then you're an augmentoid, a harbinger of post-humanity. I just don't know what that means, period. I'll butter him up.
I've been called many things, operand. Cool isn't one of them.
Teach me your grind, heartless master.
Stick around. You may have a chance to find out.
The box hisses. He puts a cigarette out in an empty schnapps glass.
Is your heart in there?
This thing? No. This is just the plastic box that keeps me from shaking the Manus Fati. Last I heard, the original article was sitting on a desk in a third-level sub-basement somewhere in the Vessa. Story for another time, I'd say.
They took his heart? Is that how you became a null entity?
More like a private joke that went a little too far.
What are you doing here?
This was your old haunt, was it not? See why you're drawn to it. Spacious, decent sightlines. Noisy enough to make bugging impractical.
At this hour, the bar is nearly empty except for the hardcore alcoholics. And yourselves, of course. Meanwhile, the bartender
the
washes a
background
few
noise.
glasses in a tiny sink, looking up every now and then towards the television.
You can't see anything on it.
Yes. This place will do.
No, I mean, what are you doing in Portofino?
As I said, wanted to witness your return to live action myself. Just because I'm bereft of official existence doesn't mean I can't keep an eye on the younger generation. Maybe pass along a little practical wisdom here and there.
I'm detecting ulterior motives.
Singular motives. Never understood them personally. Your double was similarly suspicious.
My double with whom you had a chat.
Working with locals. Good.
That is what I did.
A chance encounter, believe it or not. I took your man's temperature and no more. Gastropod, is it?
A brief sniff. Total lack of interest.
He doesn't really answer to anything these days.
Not bad, is it? He looked rather lost when we last spoke.
He's in a chrysalis stage currently. What he'll become, none can say.
And meanwhile, back on the material plane, that leaves you without backup.
I don't know why I told him that. I don't know if that was a good call.
Unfortunately, that seems to be the modus these days. Chiseling hunks of frost-burnt meat out of the freezer and tossing them straight into the grinder. Must be a better way, you'd think.
So he knows a lot. And he's not being mean.
Better grab a couple of sticks and start rubbing. Gets dark and cold here. You're gonna need it if you want to make it through the night.
It seems to me like this guy is separate from whatever devious things are happening here. And that's just a gut read, but I don't know. What is this it you speak of?
It? That
quest for
ineffable,
it.
inexplicable quality essential to success in theater. Frequently discussed, rarely demonstrated.
I've discovered the quest for it. Can it be measured, detected?
No, it is uncountable and immeasurable. Much to the chagrin of the chart fuckers who lately seized control in Avessor and the other citadels of secret power. And yet, when in its presence, none can deny.
Whatever that is, I've got loads.
Not that, it. If you can't even tell the difference, you're off to a poor start, I'd say.
I don't want to ask, have I got it? But I don't want to say that I don't believe in it either. I'll ask if I...
Depends. Do you want to grab reality by the face, tear off a false skin, and stare into the abyss of stars inside her skull?
Yes, but only a little. Enough that's necessary. That's my truthful answer. Yes, but only a little.
There was a time when someone believed you might, seeing as they trusted you to set up the opera's last Portaferro network. Didn't turn out so hot, if reports are accurate. And yet, here you are, back on the scene. That suggests your it levels haven't totally flatlined.
If you lose it, can you get it back?
One of the most difficult questions in its studies. Driven more than a chair of operants and math prodigies to stark, raving insanity.
I just really like this conversation because, like, what I was saying in the last episode of, like, this, like, extra... I was supposed to say extraterrestrial, but this, like, layer of something that's not tangible, like a knowingness. I feel like that's, like, something that humans have that we just haven't really put a name to yet. So, like, this conversation of having it and you can't quantify it, but you know it when you're around it. I don't know.
Given that,
I think that's neat.
the consensus seems to be better not lose it in the first place.
What makes you think I'm in a river of shit?
Call it your look of haggard perplexity. Assuming that's not just your normal expression.
Huh.
You've been out of the action for 5 years. I've been in this game a long time. Picked up plenty of neat things that could be of interest to you.
I just can't tell if he's going to serve as, like, a hint guy. As, like, almost what your partner was in Disco. Alright, give me an example of one of these neat things.
Take a recent sample. One of your enemies has set up a secret jail somewhere here in Kisak. Strike a chord.
Not with me, but hopefully with Herschel. Which enemy is this?
The rich one. Emter.
Emter.
Emter, aka L'Empire Sans Territoire, aka The Bank. Equal parts Global Development Fund and Spy Service. Linchpin of the developed world.
My offer is this. I share with you a little from my wall of shadows. You help me with some personal research.
There we go. What makes you an expert in secret jails?
Because I've been in a few. And set up a few others myself.
Enough said.
I'm looking for the bazaar. No one said anything to me about secret jails.
Went the wrong way then, I'd say. Bazaar is southeast of here.
Okay.
Maybe this rendezvous was a bit premature. Tell you what, let's try again once you've gotten a bit more up to speed.
Right, I'll come back later.
I'll be here. If you... Till
Later.
next time, operand.
Well, that was fascinating. There's literally like little mysteries in like every nook and crevice of this game, and I feel like from the not too much I played of Disco is there's a time and a place to investigate them. I'm going the wrong way. He said southeast. Suprema 100s. Delirium 2, fatigue 1. No, I need something that raises fatigue and delirium. No open flames, including lit cigarettes. Delivery of high grip tires to more adventurous vehicles. Okay, we'll go back this way. What does this say? The ad for a new film, the release date was 6 months ago. So not a lot of films are coming out. Sorry. The portrait has been stenciled over the movie poster. Wound-grown bullets. Perhaps there is such a thing as a perfect animal. District of Quisac roundabout. Hey, tall lady. A Lucius display. Oh, is that the telephone? No, I don't see old men. Hi.
Finally, someone with courtesy. Do you know when the 9 is coming?
No.
A handsome man shifts in place, glancing over his shoulder towards the tram lines. Suitcases surround him.
I'm looking for the bootleg bazaar. Do you know where it is?
Simple. It's just over there.
He points toward the southwest. Okay. Have you seen my colleague by chance? Middle-aged man, medium height, brown jacket, bald spot.
I did see a man like that some days ago, I think. Near the bazaar, in fact.
Was he with anybody?
No, he was alone. Why do you ask?
He was supposed to meet me here but didn't show.
I guess we share the same fate.
He gestured towards the empty tram stop. Why are you stranded?
I'm waiting on the 9. I was told it was having some problems. But it's supposed to be in service any day now.
Huh.
An exotic air about this man. Difficult to place. And exceptionally handsome.
Herschel?
The suit he's
We're
wearing
working.
hasn't been changed in days.
How long have you been waiting?
I was told it's supposed to be in service any day now. That was a week ago.
A week ago.
Enough time to grow accustomed to new surroundings and start noticing things.
Maybe I could ask around about the 9, see what's up.
I would appreciate it.
I'll check back soon.
Thank you. I'll be here in the meantime. Waiting.
That's my thing. I make friends, and then they give me information. That's my strat, at least. Ooh. Toll bridge ahead. Bazaar. The name Essilk number 3 is painted in faded lettering above the arch. Okay, this looks like the bazaar. Yay! We did it! Alright, who can we talk to? A mass of soft animals. Yeah, look at this, like, art style of all the, like, the paint. Like, the spilled paint. Sorry? Mom says stars are only for angels. What is that? Old cosmonaut suit.
A cosmonaut suit. A relic of Project Autonomia. Its shoulder patch reads, "The stars are ours, 77.
Is this real?
If it is, then it's one of the few things for sale here that isn't a knockoff Lusian electronic disc or toy.
Is this a white check? Okay, what happened in 77? Oh! Oh my god, I'm so lucky. That was a 27% chance.
Buffed blue floor and white fiberboard tiling. The teacher rolls a square little television in on a cart. The girls in their final year of gymnasium gather round.
The girls in their final year of gymnasium. What does that mean? The floor was cool against my legs.
The camera follows the white column up, up, and then it jerks or cuts out. When the picture returns, there's just a white cloud sprouting new white limbs. The rocket nowhere to be seen.
They watched a launch in school.
For a long moment, none of the students can tell what's happening. Then, one by one, they realize.
Did the launch not go
A
well?
faulty seal, a minor propellant leak. Next thing you know, 4 cosmonauts are splattered across the face of God.
The rocket exploded, I remember.
The end of Project Autonomia, engulfing with it Portafero's dreams of stars.
What happened after?
Expensive, fruitless. The failure of Project Autonomia promptly tanks the Portaferan economy. Supreme leader Nestor flees into his third exile not long after. As for the bazaar, it's saturated with surplus equipment, memorabilia and replicas. The suit is most likely the latter.
People don't like being reminded of expensive, fiery death.
He once heard that the pressure in space can turn your whole body inside out. That might be submarines.
Check the price tag.
5,000 sol. I wonder it's still here. People with that kind of money don't shop in the bazaar.
Leave.
Your focus widens back to the bazaar.
End. Operant toolkit empty. Objective view, right. I'm wondering how much XP I have. Oh. What? Recently slept. Cannot sleep. Okay. Oh, I have 1 skill point, I think. Right? Is that what it's saying to me? What should I have? That's... I should probably raise this one, right? There we go. I raised shadow play, which is for any action you'd rather go undetected. Advanced covert spy techniques, the voice of your training. I feel like that's just gonna be helpful. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep going. Hello, ma'am.
Excuse me. Can you take a look at this?
The young woman turns from a store of party wigs and beaded necklaces to thrust a photograph under your nose. A hooded burrow, she the mouse within.
Look at the photograph.
The photograph shows a robust man well into his 60s. He is unremarkable save his eyes, which are magnified to comedic proportions by the thick lens spectacles in front of him.
Have you seen him before?
No.
You're sure?
She sighs and folds the photo back into her long sleeves.
Thanks for taking a look. Wanna buy some costume accessories? My name's Malène if you need anything.
Frantic but resigned, exhausted by herself.
That photograph, who was that man?
Mi viejo. My dad. He's been missing a few days.
Sorry to hear, that must be tough.
He probably just started walking and got lost. Old people do that kind of thing.
That's true.
She's fading. No sleep. 3, maybe 4 days now.
Was his memory going?
He's kind of forgetful sometimes. Not a lot, but I'm just worried. I'd told him watching too much TV was
There's
making him
something with the
crazy.
TV.
She raises her hand to bite her nails. A new habit. They're bleeding.
He can't just have wandered off.
No, I mean, that's the most likely scenario, right? Ugh, this is kind of embarrassing.
Embarrassment isn't the problem. A much darker feeling is trying to claw its way into her consciousness.
My dad developed this insane theory about the payphone to the western exit of the bazaar.
Wait, is this about the miracle line?
No, he's not like that.
She blushes.
Dad thought certain words said into the right phone gets your attention from the wrong people. He was convinced Enter was behind it all.
Enter! The one who might have the secret prison! People have gone missing after using the payphone at the west entrance to the bootleg bazaar.
Dad and his friend Gilmar were big into conspiracies. They were obsessed with the reality situation. They really bought all that stuff.
Oh, I want to ask both of these questions, but I don't want to be... What are the words he thought set it off, or what did he think it was Enter making people vanish? I want to ask both. I'm going to ask about the words just so I can follow it.
They seem pretty random. The cousins, moon, reunion.
Did those words mean anything to you?
On their own, sure. Together? Gibberish.
How did he know those were the words?
His friend Gilmar called him from that phone after he'd spent the night following around some MTER guys. They were both big into the conspiracy stuff.
Looks like we have to find Gilmar.
He'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off.
Oh.
My dad went by his house the next day, but Gilmar wasn't there.
So the evil phone really is eating people. It's got a taste for human flesh. That's awful. And not long after your dad was gone too.
Yeah. He looked for Gilmar for 2 weeks. Reported him missing to the GMs. Nothing.
Why did he think it was Enter making people vanish?
Bagman did an episode on them, and so Gilmar
Bagman.
started following random people, thinking they were from the bank. Not long after, he roped my dad into it.
So what's the Enter type according to Bagman?
Guys in expensive business suits, usually. Foreign accents, verbally abusive, and tight with their money. Except when it comes to treating a client.
What did he say they were up to?
Normal rich guy stuff. Hitting up the bars and shouting abuse at the local drunks. And then they disappeared into penthouses where they couldn't be followed.
Did they stop?
Miriajo did, but Gilmar stayed out. And then he called my dad around 2 in the morning. He'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off. My dad went by his house the next day, but Gilmar wasn't there.
I'm gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. He looked for Gilmar for 2 weeks. Reported him missing to the GMs. Nothing.
I'm scared that something's gonna happen to her now. Alright, got the measure of that.
Anyway, you want a wig? I hear they make you fun at parties.
I hear they make you fun at parties. This girl with the roller skates keeps hitting me. I'm looking for someone too, a colleague. Have you met a guy who was really into socks recently?
Oh, yeah. He came by. Nice man. Talked a lot about socks.
Any idea where he went? Something's happened to him. I'm trying to trace his steps. Okay, I don't know if I can think this meta about a video game, but she shared something kind of vulnerable with me. So I share something vulnerable back with her, so then she doesn't have like that oversharing hangover where she then is like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Not really. Wandered off into the bazaar.
So I asked, any idea where he went? Something's happened to him. I'm trying to trace his steps.
Looking you straight in the eyes. Sympathetic. She really doesn't know.
I think she's a good person to trust.
What do you mean something's happened? Did he use the phone?
I don't know. Don't think so. I know where he is. That's not what happened.
Oh, at least you have that.
Tell me about him.
He was, normal. Pretty forgettable, if I'm honest. I told him, unless your socks are mismatched and neon colored, I'm not much use to you.
Thanks anyway.
Sorry. Yeah, I was kind of distracted when he showed up.
Do you know what this is? Show red disc.
Oh, that's, Ultravioleta, the Lusian pop star. Always thought that type of music was too young for me, but I've been enjoying her stuff recently for some reason.
Have you heard of the song You But From a Dream?
No, but it's definitely her kind of title.
She peers at the disc again, blonde hair falling over her face.
Weird disc that. You should ask Petre at the music stall over there. He'll know more. Doubt he's an ultra though.
A knowing smile. What's this? Where is this allegedly tapped payphone?
Why?
Knuckles white as she balls them into fists.
I want to look it over. Maybe I can find some sign of your dad.
Really? You're not going to try to make a call or anything, right?
Nope, just looking around.
Okay. It's the phone by the western entrance to the bazaar.
It's a phone by the... Oh, I saw that. Okay. Look around the stall.
Wig topiary, plastic tiaras, novelty sunglasses. A burst of colours and textures vying for your attention. All of them losing. Behind it all, you see an oddly familiar shape. The tailored shoulders, the sharp collar. A cape, but nothing like the other costume pieces around it.
The cape over there. What kind of costume is it?
It's a carabinero outfit.
Carabineros are Portofiero's sanctioned police investigators. They report directly to the Prefectura and deal in actual crime. Murder, grand larceny, rape.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that maybe this booth would be useful for, like, disguises. Is it genuine?
That'd be illegal.
Illegal would only make it cooler.
Second-hand surplus warehouse in Lower Viudas was closing down a while back. Big clearance sale.
Still not a yes. She's nervous, looking away, but getting a discount out of it.
So it was illegal and cheap.
Shit. Look, I have to make some profit. I can't go much lower than the listed price, but
I don't have very much
I
money.
can go a little lower.
Nice.
I'd look way better in it than any Carbonero.
Yeah. It's for sale.
Do you have the whole outfit?
The whole set's back here. Just let me know if you're interested.
Let's see those costume accessories.
Yeah, they're right there. Take a look.
Oh, okay. Oh, God, okay. Ooh. Carbarino cloak. And it increases my shadow. Ooh, it increases a lot of things. Coordination. Statehood. Blueprints. Hat. These are other things, but entanglement, instincts. Okay, let's start with the cloak. I did fail my gray matter earlier, though. I do remember that. I just don't know how I make more money in this game, so I'm just kind of scared. Yeah, let's buy the cloak.
Maybe don't wear it around them, alright? Just in case they don't believe it's a costume.
That's enough for now.
You need anything else?
See you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Alright. The TV again. The phosphorus glow of the Lumisol Elite 82 cartoon figures dart on the screen. That's not what I see. Okay. Hi, who are you?
Off-brand driver. Cheap plastic housing.
Hello?
The man gazes down at a crate of cartridge discs, eyes narrowed.
Oh,
lips
is this gonna be the
drawn,
Peter guy or
a
whatever?
box of little nemesis.
Mass-produced excrement. These animals pleasure themselves in it.
I'm not here to buy something. I just want to ask you some questions.
That's right. We are quite a ways from you buying something, my friend. You see this? Each one guaranteed for 10,000 replays. Obscene.
What is this man going on about? This is a red check. You cannot. +1. Pseudopod was listening to a disc. -1. Waste of your time. Are you talking about music?
No. I'm talking about cultural ephemera.
Ah, culture, your specialty, I'm guessing.
speciality. But
Burden.
I spend my days backed into a corner, hopelessly outnumbered by the dead-eyed horde, dreaming of format-assisted auto-annihilation.
Capital beats down another one. What a joy it is to be unregulated.
Okay, highly favorable. Okay, I was hoping that conversation would change my modifiers. So +1, something about formats. +1, pseudopod was listening to a disc. +1, possible suicide intervention. -1, waste your time. Let's roll it. Oh no.
Exteriors aren't everything. He's judging these little discs too harshly. They may contain wonders.
Oh, that's so unlucky. I had such a high... I had so many modifiers.
Stars have mercy. This might be the one that pushes me over the edge. Each single fellow disc
I'm so sad.
represents a single cell of stage 5 cultural metastasis. Synthetic brain cancer. A fledgling device, yes, but make no mistake. They've perfected the technology with these newer formats. Sleeker, quicker to go obsolete.
If you hate them so much, why do you sell them?
Because the dim herd pays top sol for this dreck, of course. Making an ethical living, impossible feat these days.
Yeah, well, no cancer machine is touching this brain.
Friend, you're already terminal. Typical replayer arrogance.
No entries found under replayer. Filing under insults, incomprehensible.
I'm so sad I failed that red
Prepare
check.
yourself for a conversational landmine field.
Go ahead, browse away. My name's Petre.
Ah!
If you need anything, I'll be here, lamenting what's left of the culture.
A call given I got into this. What should we ask first? What is left of the culture?
Culture? Portofieran? Scraps. This new Lucian mania is all-consuming. Nobody wants anything that isn't techno-fascist trash, including, apparently, their own souls.
The Luz, once a powerful empire, now reconstituted as a modern techno-fascist state. The rising military and cultural power of the day.
Is this play about us? Techno, military culture?
Obsession with foreign imports. Sufferers of so-called Lusian mania will consult the wall.
What was Portofio's culture like before the Lusian mania?
Provincial, but honest. Silk, sad national poetry. Music, the same kinds they play in the so-called developed world, except a couple decades late and desperately effortful.
That sounds nice.
Yes, exactly. Nice. That's why I'll be here, enjoying the front row seat to the downfall of culture. That is my punishment.
Punishment for what?
Taste.
Fair. I see. It seems I'm surrounded by techno-fascists.
That would be preferable to the truth of things. There is no politics to it that they can see. They just want something they can idiotize themselves with.
So he's saying that people aren't intentional techno-fascists. They're unwittingly techno-fascists.
You'd think we had run out of brick walls. I take it this means Luz hasn't managed to make it into wherever you're from. Good for you.
He sniffs as if the matter of being from somewhere were distasteful. So business is good?
Interminable. Every day there's new formats, categories, each one more depraved than the last. Of course, I can't say that out loud. Custom, you know?
Yeah.
He says it to everyone.
I found this strange disc. Show him the red disc.
Strange how? Format or content?
Content.
More cheap calories to save the masses. All right, let's have it.
Show him the red disc.
Einzelton XR.
For a moment, all expression drains from his face.
All pretense drops. The red glints in his lenses.
Where did you get this?
What's it matter?
Einzelton hasn't been available to consumers for a decade. A disc in good condition is worth thousands of sold to people who appreciate its wonders.
Iseltone. So is it...
Specialists. Collectors of the rare and the defunct. People like him, in other words.
What wonders are we talking about?
The apex of auditory technology. A high-fidelity yet dynamic sonic experience that self-effaces after a single play.
Oh, is that why it increased my delirium? What's the point of it if you can only listen to it once?
You can imagine the use cases yourself. Rental markets, promotional copies, that sort of thing. The technical origins are trite.
Espionage potential, immense. The burn after reading function built into the medium
So
itself.
what did Pseudopod hear on this disc?
Its deeper purpose is simply to exist, to remain in a rarefied realm of pure potentiality and infinite beauty.
How does it erase itself?
A magnet embedded in the disc erases its contents as it's being listened to.
Oh my god.
As in life, everything happens only once. Replayability is oblivion. The end.
Wait, I love that. I love that. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like they're building something here. Because he was talking a lot about replayability, like something that you just listen to over and over and over again. Alright, anyway. Bad news. This one's already been played.
You played it.
Peter, I would never, but someone else did.
Filthy animals. Those. Better they record them all years ago. Better a mass manufacturing fault than this. To save them from this humiliation from being passed around like...
Is the point to not listen to them?
The vendor deflates before you. His rising anger gone in an instant, like a fuse being tripped.
I'm sorry.
Talking to the Einzeltone, not you.
Any idea what the title means? Ultravioletta, you but from a dream.
Ultravioletta's a pop singer. Degenerate, Lucian, electro-dross. There's a new fabricated star every day, it seems, but she's the top of today's pile. As for the title, probably the works of a brain-dead marketing committee.
What's a contemporary L-pop star doing on this obscure format?
Some kind of promo copy, I would assume. Maybe an advanced single of some kind.
So you think it's real, not a bootleg?
Of course it's real. You can't bootleg an Einzelton. Another of its enduring qualities. This Ultravioletta's gone missing at the moment. Kidnapped by counter-fascist radicals, whatever that means. Lucian marketing plot, if you ask me.
Oh, this Ultravioletta, the pop star, is kidnapped. Whatever that means, and he thinks it's just a marketing plot. Marketing is the real art here, as someone who worked in marketing for a long time.
Mystery, fragility, trying to add something of the legendary to her status.
A sad shake of his head.
The vendor looks at the red disc and runs a thumb over its surface.
Are we ever gonna get this disc back?
None of this is the Einzeltone's fault, of course. They can't control what gets seared upon them.
There's got to be some way to recover what's on it. I want to say, even though it was empty, I listened to it, made me feel pretty weird, but I lied. And I'm afraid to be caught in the lie.
You seem to have misunderstood my soliloquy. It's done. No worse. The beauty and the tragedy of the format. I hope you dispose of it with dignity. I think a private ceremony would be most appropriate.
He looks sadly down at the disc before handing it back to you. Decent chance. A colleague of mine got into some trouble. I think he came through
The
here.
vendor's eyes narrow behind his orange lenses.
This is a media store, not the missing persons division. Also one of the GMs with questions like that.
He pruned the conversation forcefully, artificially. There is more.
You seem like a man who remembers his customers.
I try. So most of humanity fades into an indistinguishable morass of banality.
I love buttering people up.
This colleague, what does it look like?
Average height, bald spot, brown jacket. Honestly, someone you might easily forget. The sock boy.
The sock. Dialectical looking glasses. Air of advanced virginity.
That's him, sock specialist.
Yes, he came by here. Little communist lost. Adrift among the many wonders of the free market.
You seem like a people person. Was he with it in your estimation?
Well, viewed it might be a stretch. Let's just say the man was definitely mobile.
With it might be a stretch.
Your dialectical friend mistook himself for some sort of big money businessman. He wanted the bazaar to import superblock hosiery. Socks to start with, but there was talk of cotton tights, even stockings if the venture took off.
Well, he did his cover very well.
He needed you.
He didn't. Did you two talk formats?
You're joking, of course. He didn't even know what a velodisc was, let alone an Einzelton. At a certain point, I'm just debasing myself.
Did he buy anything?
No. And to be honest, I wouldn't have wasted the stock. He seemed immune to music.
No joy on this sock scheme of his, I take it.
Of course not. I don't sell socks. So is he all right, your man? Or what?
I don't know yet. That's why I'm asking around.
He's probably neck deep in drug-lathered prostitutes, lobotomized by the latest in electro-pop dreck. Wonders of the developed world.
The vendor gauges you behind his colored lenses, tongue skimming teeth. All across the city of Petra, there is silence. People peer out fearfully from the slivers between curtains.
I'll be blunt. Are you with a weeping eye?
The techno-fascist secret police of Laloons, dark subconscious of the state, specializing in old-school, ugly methods. Your natural enemies, the ones who took you all apart 5 years ago. Hackles rise.
Why would you think I'm with the weeping eye?
Because they've been especially active here recently. Usually they just let things slide. All the Lucian merchandise, good for everyone. But these days, they're staring right at us, unblinking.
Okay, sorry, I got lost in the responses for a second. Apologies if my presence here brings you further heat. You sound paranoid, Petra. Don't worry, I have tendencies too. I gouge eyes, especially weeping ones. The eyes may see you, but they cannot know you. I don't know what that means. Don't worry, I have tendencies too. I think that is probably the best. I gouge eyes, especially weeping ones, sounds too aggro. Because what if he's like reverse? You know? I'll say I've...
This isn't paranoia at work, friend. It's terminal realism.
He said French.
My point is, your colleague was asking questions. Now, something's obviously happened, and here you are, also asking questions. Given the current climate, no one wants to answer these questions, least of all, me.
What if my questions were exclusively about formats?
Then I would attempt to educate, obviously. I'm not some kind of street hustler, friend. My merchandise is mega premium, the best this side of the big blockers. I'll tell you what I told your sock friend. Speak to the boatman down by the vest docks. He's the one who knows the underground goings-on around here. We're just the vendors.
This has been helpful.
Wonderful. Now, for all our sakes, please say no more. If you want to talk media formats, I'm your man. This other stuff.
Alright. Decent chance, 41%. Is this a white check? This is a white check. Alright, let's do it. Woo! Nice.
Nothing is ever truly gone. Everything leaves a residue. Everything with a charge can be summoned back.
Oh, my delirium lowered, thank God. Petra? There must be some way of bringing Elzatones back to life.
I'm afraid not. The format is near obsolete. Einzeltone is the past, yet it contains the future. How exquisite.
No, I mean there must be some way of reconstructing the media on them.
The vendor recoils, as if you just spat at his feet.
So, your question is, Petre, how do I reanimate a corpse?
Exactly.
You should speak plainly then. I'll be honest. The thought is so disturbing to me that I've never entertained it before. But theoretically...
He squints, glances up.
Breach warning. You are now hacking the firewall of techno-philosophy.
Oh, God.
You would have to repolarize, re-remnants, processing, probably a concentrated magnetic flip, neodymium grader. It would involve some custom gear, no doubt, but my answer to your distressing question is yes. I think you could.
Okay, now we have an option of what to say to this. And we could say, don't worry, it was only theoretical, which would make him feel better. But I think it would also stop us from getting his help. And then 3, I'd love to try, which could get his help or it could spook him pretty bad. I don't know what the second one, wouldn't that recapture the potential? Maybe that's a good, like, middle? That's a good middle.
Recapturing something that's already gone? Hopeless, I think. And grotesque. Don't ask me about this again. I feel unclean.
I'll catch you later.
Maybe not. The bazaar is closing up soon. Another day, another cultural molestation.
And... okay. Let's just explore for a second. Oh, are we going down by the docks? I kind of hear... oh, wait. What's this? Oh, uppies. Uppies. Oh, I'm spooked. Where am I? More cigarettes.
A filthy flyer glued to the wall. A row of bespectacled men stare into the middle distance, while in their midst a lone figure looks towards the viewer. A man with a brown paper bag on his head. Above him in bold letters, the reality situation.
Look closer.
Yellow text in black and white. Tune in, everyday coverage. And in all caps, they did it again.
Who did what again?
You know, them. The ones who shift the tectonic plates, fake the seasons, pollinate the sky when no one's looking. They released yet another decoy moon right under your nose.
That sounds abjectly insane.
The world is an abjectly insane place.
I don't need this in my life.
Bagman's stare seems to harden as he watches you walk away from his flyer.
Harden. Oh, right, the cigarettes. Oh, and then what's this? Can I open this?
A dusty and disused storefront, closed with a metal shutter. Above, a faded sign names the building.
The animal zone. Read the graffiti.
Carl was here. M plus Y, heart. Unstoppable trade forever. Marito is a dog rapist.
See if it's locked.
You lift the shutter gently. It resists. Locked. Around you, scattered pairs of eyes watch as you jiggle the shutter. Too many people around for a break-in. Come back at night, or find another entrance.
Leave.
You turn away from the...
Okay. Hello? We gotta talk to Boatman. What is this? An ATM?
Refreshments are lined up like brightly coloured soldiers, neatly regimented behind coiled springs.
She walked awful close to me. Ooh, I might do coffee. Negative fatigue. Anxiety 1.
The can makes a pleasant funk.
In solidarity.
as it
I'll have
lands.
coffee too. Oh, but I did not consume it. It's probably in my inventory. Leave.
The refreshments remain dormant.
Yeah. Inventory. Oh, I have 2 of these now. Okay, whatever. Hold to consume. Yay! A little bit more balance now. Clothes. Your jacket. Technoflex 1. I don't know. I'm kind of scared of wearing it. I'll save just in case. It's a really bad idea. Confirm. There we go. Continue. Dare you to stub. What? Something about the blind guy. Boatman. Supposed to be talking to the boatman. The city's industrial skeleton crooks a finger at you. Come hither. Once I gotta talk to the boatman. Man who has boats. You can make that jump with your eyes closed. Okay. Good to know. Okay, no boatman here. Alright, let's make this jump. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Fresh. The paint fumes make your head ache. Box. Elegant black gloves. I'll take it. Layers of graffiti are an artistic turf war. Does this open?
The gate is bound to the pole by a thin steel chain. The gap between leaves little room for passage. Only ghosts can pass freely between such crevices.
Inspect the chain.
Rust speckles your fingertips.
Open the gate.
You push the gate. The metal creaks, but it doesn't move. It's held fast by a rusty chain.
Brittle nature, waning daylight. Cut the chain. Oh. Requires chain cutters.
The
I see.
gate creaks in the brick.
Alright. Chain cutters. We'll have to be on the lookout for those. Where is Boatman? What's this? Some kind of rule or interdiction. Now FS with black spray paint. Construction materials still in their box. Somehow gathering dust. Oh, wait. Requires pry bar. Where is Boatman? Ooh, pretty. Oh, it keeps going. Whoa, quite the view from up here. Bottled water, meal bars, wipes, supplies for an extended stay. Who you watching from up here, huh?
The man doesn't react or turn as you approach, your feet echoing off the high metal. Don't look now, but you can see through the metal floor.
I failed.
All the way down.
You've come a long way. Fortunately, the view just about compensates.
What are you doing up here?
I'm being punished. My employer has placed me in an impossible position. I'm a safety inspector, watching the lines. As you might have noticed, this pylon is under construction, technically.
I don't see any work happening.
Precisely. That's because this line, Line 9, will never be finished.
Oh.
Line 9. The same line the man by the Aerotram station was told to wait for.
So if someone were told to grab the Line 9 tram,
Then they would be waiting a very long time.
why is that?
Where to start? This pylon's angle deviated more than expected as the concrete set. Hazardous near water. Shouldn't have skimped on materials.
Okay, well, we can tell that guy.
Then there are the clearance issues. The party alley rooftops are higher than the building department's official records.
Oh, interesting.
These Aerotrams would shear those right off.
So you're saying your bosses put you here to drive you mad?
Since the last round of enter stabilization, they've been trying to force us lifers out. We can be fired, not easily, but they can take away the work that made us stay in the first place.
The mention of the bank makes you bristle.
I have two options. I could falsify my reports and declare Line 9 safe for construction anyway, or I could quit. Either way, the company can lose.
I love how there's always just like an insane reply that you can make. It does make it fun to think about just doing an insane person run. You seem strangely at peace with all this.
I wasn't always. I thought about throwing myself off this pylon,
Please don't do
right
that.
where you're standing. I used to fantasize about the GMs dragging my waterlogged corpse from the canal. Fortunately, this spot lends itself to reflection. Contemplating my punishment helped me see how to live with it.
Wise.
The question is, can you live with your own?
Miracle required. Distracting fire exit. Okay. Seen anything interesting up here? Oh, many things, but everyone has their own definition of interesting. What's yours? Wondering if you saw someone, a man, brown suit, bald spot, dialectical
A
glasses.
friend of yours?
Just a colleague.
Oh, alright.
I couldn't say, but I'm above the bazaar, not of it. I just see people come and go. What have you seen? The natural tides of commerce, boatmen unloading goods, porters delivering pallets, customers browsing, lots of pleasing symmetries if you have the eye for it. I'm sorry to do this. Before I say more, there's just one thing. What is it?
You see that fire exit over there?
No, not really. He points to the northern side of the bazaar. Some scofflaw wedged it open with a pelota ball. And you want me to remove it for you? That's correct. Why don't you do it yourself? Because my job keeps me here. If I were caught off the pylon, it would give the tram company grounds to terminate me. I'm trapped. Alright. It's just a ball. It's not hurting anything. I want to know why. Am I going to get in trouble if I do it? The short-sightedness. The fire exit is clearly marked. Do people really think the building codes are optional? He mutters to everyone and no one.
This man's punishment may be of his own making.
What do I get in return?
In return? I suppose I'll have to think of something.
You're no friend of Emter, I take it.
I'm a structural engineer. I believe in stability. What Emter has brought isn't that. Their version of stabilization shifts the responsibility of managing entropy from the state to the individual.
Heard that before.
Human existence always carries entropy with it. That's inherent in the system. Social insurance, pensions, fair wages. These are measures against the entropy of living. They're also expensive.
I love the way he explained it. These are measures against the entropy of living.
Behind the abstractions, an unopened envelope rests on a countertop. The words, "Final Notice," stamped across its front.
But that doesn't make the need for them to go away.
Such is the price for joining the developed world.
He glances down. The world spins slowly.
There's entropy in all systems. No living thing can avoid it entirely.
Distracting fire exit. Alright. Seen anything else that might be interesting to me? Alright, let's talk about something else. I feel like I have to. See you later. I'll go move the ball. Alright, let's get climbing. What time is it? 4:32. Day 1. Ooh, I'm close to a level up. I have no money though. Ooh, a little piggy! Hello, little piggy. How do I say hello to you? How do I say hello to the little piggy? Alright, we still haven't found Boatman, but we can also tell the tram guy. Oh, right, I have to go this way. Let's go tell tram guy his fate. Because I'm hoping that finishing that out will give me experience. And then I can level something up, which will just make all of my life easier. Alright, oh yeah, let's move ball too. Actually, let's save and then move ball, because I'm scared a little bit. Alright, sick. Continue. Keep closed at all times.
The fire exit stands conspicuously ajar. Someone has wedged it open with a ball.
Who did this?
Nobody is paying any particular attention to the door, or seems close enough to care. Suspiciously nonchalant.
Failure! Oh, that was a high target.
They're just going about their days.
Suspiciously nonchalant. Look where the door leads.
A dark hallway. At the opposite
Ooh,
end, you can just
but will I
make
not
out
be
the
able to
bottom
get
of
in
a
there?
metal staircase.
Do I need to get in there? I'm wondering if that's like the other entrance to that party animal or animal thing.
A fine place to hide in a moment of crisis. Marked and remembered.
In a moment of crisis. Leave it alone.
The tableaus.
I don't know what I want to do with it yet. The air is a sticky haze of fryer grease and sausage steam. I've been teaching old folks combat moves my entire life. Interesting. Alright, where is he? Hi. Bad news.
Any updates on the 9?
Line 9 isn't running. They haven't finished constructing it and it won't ever be finished.
But how can that be? A gentleman from the Carabineros said it would be in service any day now.
Well, they
A
lied.
handsome foreigner. The Carabineros were playing a trick on him.
You'd think with all the empty money this place has gotten, they'd have fixed their aerotrams.
I think they were trying to make a fool of you.
What am I supposed to do now?
Is there no other way back home for you?
There used to be a more direct route via Havergelie, but the border has been closed since it was re-annexed by La Luz. It's not so easy to get around as it used to be, you know?
What are you doing here in Portofino anyway?
I was simply passing through on my way back home to Sundark. I had been working in Copablanco, but the work dried up.
His eyes dart ever so slightly.
That was more than a week ago, and, well, here I am.
What line of work are you in?
I'm a political economist by training.
Oh.
It must be said, this is the most handsome political economist you've ever encountered.
Okay, internal monologue. I get it. He's hot. Are all Sunnis political economists so, you know?
Well versed in theoretical and quantitative approaches. No, I must say my combination of the two is rather exceptional.
We flirt.
Ah, you're shallow. I see. No, I'd say for a Sunnis man, I'm at best median.
He rolls a perfectly toned shoulder. He's playing it off, but I think he liked the compliment. I didn't say it out loud, but I was gonna say mega fuckable. That's what you're doing here with political economy?
Well, not in so many words.
So what are you doing
How
here?
to put this? You're surely familiar with the concept. A somewhat rich, older lady wants a nice exotic husband without the lifelong commitment, yes?
Aw, he's taken.
Meanwhile, a clean, well-behaved man from the periphery wants to see the world but lacks the necessary capital. The woman pays for his relocation and gains a valuable commodity. A high-quality Sunnis husband.
If a woman of means wants him over other options, that makes him a luxury. He likes that.
What about Tuni's husband makes him so desirable?
Where else can one find men so clean, attentive, strong, and conversant in political economy?
We've renamed him to mail order groom.
Traces of a born romantic linger in the man's voice. This was a doomed endeavor from the very beginning.
In other circumstances, I believe it could have worked out brilliantly, but alas, in my case, endogenous factors conspired to thwart my domestic bliss.
I'm sure you would have made a fine husband.
What can I say? Sunnis are both practical and romantic.
Say no more, I've heard enough.
Right, of course.
I'll be on my way.
A man turns back to his suitcases. You keep walking.
Damn. Alright, where does this way go? I gotta find... Okay, actually, let's go to... Ooh, a map! Well, that is just helpful. Okay, whoa. Okay. What's wrong, Pseudopod? The red disc is a popular pop star named Ultravioletta. Okay. Ooh, add tag. What does that mean? Oh, remove tag. I see. Ask Boatman about Pseudopod. Okay. We do that. Ooh, well, look at the cards for this. I didn't even really realize it. The unassigned assignment. Okay, all right. I think our only loose end is to go talk to Boatman. Precaution, the west exit pedestrians only. Well, I am a pedestrian. Ooh, what you guys chatting about? This map feels fairly large to me. I don't know how much longer it extends, but I feel like there's enough at this point in the game, 2 hours in, where I'm like, whoa, there's gonna be a lot to explore. And I think the game in total is about a 30-hour game. Oh, okay, West End boats. So maybe we go down here. Maybe we go up here. Up. Yeah, because the docks end there. Or maybe we go down this way? Oh, Boatman? Loading platform ahead. Hi.
The man gives no indication of registering your presence.
Why does he also look kind of hot?
His sunglasses are turned skywards. But he's aware you're here.
Follows gaze.
A flock of starlings murmur their strange shape over the canal water. Above them, larger brown-plumed birds hover.
Beautiful birds.
Beauty's the trap. Both are sparrowhawks.
A slight inclination of his head.
But I doubt you're here to talk birds.
His jacket's been patched over many times. Storied.
A colleague of mine came through the bazaar recently. I think you two talked. A colleague. He rolls a cigarette to the other side of his mouth. Go on. Sock merchant from the superblock. There's a lot coming in and going in the bazaar. I don't get paid to keep track of it.
A decent performance, but you have notes.
Odd, Petra said that you're pretty well acquainted. Did he? He glances towards the stalls. All right, the twitchy communist. Now I have him.
I'll have a talk with the vendors later today. A firm one.
No, I got him in trouble. Yeah, your colleague was here. As you can see, he isn't now. I think some of the stuff isn't fully voice lined. I don't know on purpose, because I know when I got this game early, there was like a little thing. There was like known issues, and I think there was supposed to be a patch coming out today, because today, well, I'm recording this on Thursday. You'll see this on Friday. I think there was supposed to be a patch on day of release, and I don't think I patched it yet. Okay, anyway. Yeah, your colleague was here. As you can see, he isn't now. What did you and my colleague talk about? Socks, mostly. He tilts his head. It's not really my province. He was here to broker some kind of trade deal with the bazaar.
Now, stop circling each other. Commit.
No, he wasn't. Then he must have been a spy with the Operant Bureau. A measured flare of cigarette smoke from his nose like you.
A still moment. From a nearby rooftop. The sound of children playing.
I used to be. Now I'm trying to make up for it. Sometimes the past gets ahead of you, or falls so far behind you that you start to lap it. A rough grin. Anyway, your colleague seemed upstanding, respectful, but I couldn't help him.
End of the line. The pseudopod terminus.
Fuck.
He bounced off this man and landed somewhere in oblivion.
Did you give him this? Show him the red disc. No. What's on it?
He's genuinely perplexed.
You but from a dream. Whatever that means. Me but from a dream. Interesting. Colored discs and these high-tech formats, not really my province either. Was he alright when he was talking to you? With it mentally? Very much so. Probably too with it. Shaky hands, blotchy neck. But he did alright. I need to know what my partner wanted. Why was he here? So it's partner now. A crease across his brow. He wanted the same thing as you do, I assume. A meet with the boss man. Experience gain 20. Ooh, we got a skill point. Oh wait, do we?
Even before you ask the question, the outline of a name is forming. Letter by letter.
And who's the boss man? Tempo del Sur.
Your cerebrospinal fluid turns to liquid refrigerant. Tempo del Sur. Mid-tier deity in the local underworld. And once your asset, cryptonym taxman. Also someone you once called a friend.
Oh, interesting. Cryptonym Taxman. He asked for Tempo by name? By name. Your colleague was very keen to speak to the boss, but I had to turn him away. Is it worth it? It's just it's a white check. Where can I find Tempo? Boss man is the bazaar. He's everywhere you look.
You know a stone wall when you smack off one. He's waiting for you to put something together.
Alright. Highly favorable, 83%. Let's do it. Hell yeah. Nice.
Because his name is Pseudopod, and the hushed arena awaits a different spy.
You turned my colleague away because he wasn't me. And who are you?
He's going to make you say it out loud.
Cascade.
He nods slowly. You catch an impression of his eyes as the light hits his sunglasses.
Task updated. Oh, sorry. Tempo was very specific. Least he was to me. Cascade or nothing. He didn't want the opera. He wanted you.
A rough voice down a splintering phone line. No silly cunts. Cascade only. Person to person. Cascade or nothing. Shards of both past and present collide.
Interesting.
In the wreckage, a jagged pattern forms. 1. Tempo, cryptonym taxman, your dormant asset. Contacts the opera. Intent unknown. Information unknown. Request. Meeting with operant Cascade. Only Cascade.
Except they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me anything.
2. Cascade status frozen. Duration in perpetuum. Opera issues directive. Dispatch lead operant to Port of Zero.
Pseudopod, right.
3. Pseudopod. Active in theatre. Assignment, meet with taxman. Retrieve message. They wanted Pseudopod to become Tempo's new handler. You were just here to smooth the transition.
They were training your replacement.
They farmed out your asset, your friend, to some trouserless infant. 4. Pseudopod fails to meet with taxman. Requests cascade from Opera.
That's why you get pulled out.
Timeline disrupted. Movements unknown. Pseudopod. Status changes to lost.
You didn't deserve this pseudopod.
6. Cascade. Status changes to reanimated. Operant arrives in theater. Unbriefed. Unassigned. And...
Unforgiven.
questions coagulate. But at their center a truth catches the light.
This is my assignment. Here's how I see it, or maybe how I don't. His voice refocuses you. The weeping eye come in heavy, start cracking skulls. Tempo gets a wild look in his eye and follows it out the door. You two spirits appear out of nowhere, full of socks and half stories, and now we're all jumping at shadows. I'm Rustaman, brought up to follow codes. I can't follow a code if I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He's rattled and not used to the sound of rattling.
Welcome to espionage. Thanks. Do you know the way out? A short drag. Take me to Tempo. Let's go. That's our biggest problem. Tempo's gone. Vanished. He unlatches the cigarette from his bottom lip. I don't know where he is now, but I can tell you where he was. Ah, this is so interesting. That's his office up there. He nods to the northern part of the bazaar. Tempo HQ. It's been locked since he disappeared. No one in, no one out. Do the words "all will be forgiven" mean anything to you? Another one of Tempo's recent phrases. That one was for you. As far as I could make out. I passed it on to your colleague. Thought it might get you here faster.
It would have. It would have brought you running if they'd bothered to tell you.
Aww. They're gonna forgive. He was gonna forgive her. Another thing my superiors kept from me. Had to figure it out from Cypher. The sock boy put it in a cipher. He tilts his head. You spy people. Very odd. Any idea where he is? What happened to him? I'd rather leave the guesswork to others. Strong ethos. Fair enough. I think so. Both fair and enough. When'd you last see him? A week or so back. Since then, nothing. Why haven't you been inside? Because it's locked.
And from the other side, only silence.
You don't know what's in there, do you? There's probably nothing in there but some accounts and a dusting of flow, but it's nothing that gets you. I'll get in that office. When you're done...
Come straight to me. Never cross my path again. Both true at once.
When you're done. Where'd my partner go after you turned him away? He came back, had to turn him away 4 times. He smooths back the hair on his temple. After that, I lost track of him, but he didn't exactly walk off with purpose.
As the sun smears across rooftops, a man with a briefcase full of carefully folded socks sits on a metal bench. He sits there for a long time, considering the tangle of alleyways that surround him.
Did he cry? He got very frustrated, but no, I didn't see tears. You called Tempo boss man. He runs the bazaar. Yeah, whole kingdom.
Tempo had many criminal-grade contacts in the loose. Probably how he dodged the fallout after your network blew.
Tempo's boss man, big picture stuff. His new underboss keeps things tight to the ground. Underboss? Teenage girl, 16, maybe 17, but knows the score. He smirks, promising young bootlegger. I see, something of a protege. Could say that. He shrugs. Been hanging around here a while. Tempo saw potential. Impressive hustle. He does possess that on occasion. Look around the barge.
An old, low-slung workhorse with tar patches, welded plates, and mismatched boards.
Nice barge. Yours? Papers say so. He's got a few more years left in him. He wraps his knuckles on the cabin roof. A lot of bootlegs goods here. Where'd they all come from? Depends. Some are produced locally. Textiles the easiest to replicate. Got some artisans in the Hill of Pigs. Other things like toys need to be brought from abroad. Status effect lock. Recently slept. It's 5:30. There's small manufacturers scattered along the Nouskarins coast. Families with presses, off-book factories. Other crates have to cross a few borders. Sleep is available now. Okay, cool. What about real Lusian goods? How'd they get here? Easier than you might think. The Lusians, they don't mind a little cultural leakage these days.
Insidious imperialism. Today, the soft power. Tomorrow, the hard.
Today, the soft power, like the spreading of culture. That is a type of victory in Civ 6. It's a cultural victory. If you're culturally dominant, it means if more people want to travel to your empire than travel internally. Kind of similar. Guessing Portofino's port authorities are in on it too. So long as they get a cut. Foreign regulations have made that part trickier. More eyes, more signatures.
Treaties, obligations to foreign banks and bureaucracies, third-party audits, all part of joining the developed world.
I'm so impressed by this level of world building. It's something that I struggle with sometimes because it's not really the fun bits for me. Is like thinking about like economies and trade routes and treaties and currency and economy and like what are each kingdom's imports and exports and histories and stuff. I just I'm so usually when I write, I'm usually so focused on like character and character arcs and character interactions, and like I have a very clear set of like where a character starts and where they end. World building is something that I have to like set aside time for, but I feel like knowing it from the beginning is so helpful because it just builds the structure of what the characters can live in. But yeah, there's so much detail in this world building. It's very impressive. Anyway, and Tempo set all of this into motion. He did. The smuggler lets a smile slip through. Started as 6 tarps in the dust and a handful of Lusian contacts. By the end of the first year, half of these stalls were up.
A tinge of grief flutters past his face.
Does he miss him? As long as others take up the mantle, this place will be fine. What's your name? Boatman. Let's try again. What's your first name? Boat.
Progress. Suspense. Quick. Ask more.
Oh, I failed. Fine, I get it. And here we were starting to have fun. Got something else in mind. See you around.
He lowers his head in brief salute.
Fascinating. Fish seem agitated. Okay, dossier. Yeah, that went down. Ooh, 10, that went up. Oh, I have a, ooh, what's this? What? What is this? Unconditioned thought, the quest for it. Hold the condition. What does that mean? What? What does this mean? Statehood skill potential, shadow play skill potential, assess whether or not you have it. And it takes a skill point? Violations. I don't know what this means, and it scares me a little bit. I have a skill point. Well, we want to go up. What have I been losing on lately? Gray matter. I have no coordination. That might be a problem eventually. What did I lower? Shadow play. Oh. But it's back up to 3. No, it's to 2. Oh, my clothing modifiers make it 3. I see. Okay. Finds order and everything. That might help with, you know, fighting delusion. Oh, nerve might be nice too. Since, you know, I have an anxiety problem. I mean, I have anxiety because I took coffee, though. Coordination. Doppelgang. When you must do more than a single you should. Internal strength and resistance to pressure. All of these sound very nice. Do we raise this back up? Oh my god, I don't know. All of these sound very nice to have. I'm gonna do gray matter. I just remember that being something that I've failed. Boatman did not give the discs a pseudopod. You found him in a chair. Okay. Find out what Tempo has to do with the assignment. Tempo's office overlooks the bazaar. I'm wondering if that's what, I'm wondering if that's what the door leads to. Let's look around here really fast. Need new gloves. And then what's this 16-year-old girl that runs the... Was that a boar? Oh, sorry. Wait, here. This place is not as you left it. The world moved on behind your back. What was this site originally?
A silk number 3. The old silk factory. Once the pounding heart of the city.
Oh. Now its walls are layered with past identities, a patchwork of Protophary and turf war. I should get going.
Pseudopod had a purchase order from a vendor called Carmuna. She must be in here somewhere.
Oh.
You also have that curious red disc to hand. A media specialist could likely tell you more.
I mean, they did tell me. A good amount. Hello. Space enough for strangers to eat together in comfortable silence. Hello, everybody. Oh, it keeps going. A system of complex interlocking mechanism and crank rusted into place. A lock, like you've seen on a diary, easily snapped. Requires chain cutters. Oh my god, I need chain cutters. It's like the second or third thing I need chain cutters for it. Another thingy. What is this? Oh, I'll take this. Thank you very much. What do the cigarettes do for me? I might as well take them, right? Delirium -2, fatigue 1. I'll take it. Why not? Pants! Huh. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. It just keeps going. What's this? Good spot for eavesdropping. This is cool. What is it? Floating medical clinic. Hi. You think maybe they know something about pseudopod? Patient charts left out in the open. That can't be good. HIPAA? Do they have HIPAA in Portofino? Half skull above the bib of organs make you shudder. High-end medical equipment gathering dust. He spends his days sitting with his back to memories.
Welcome to the clinic. My name is Dr. Hugo. How can I help you?
The man takes a measured sip of water from a clay cup as he eyes you carefully. Behind him, shelves heaving with medical textbooks.
I'd like to ask you a medical question.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What makes someone go completely catatonic, an empty vessel where a human used to be?
Catatonia is an incredibly general symptom. It could be caused by anything from overdose to meningitis to a stroke. I'd need to see the patient to venture a guess.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Pseudopod will not be exposed, nor will you.
Yeah. Pretend it's theoretical. He's stable, no injuries, no drugs.
No, it would all be guesswork, which is unwise, medically or ethically.
Could you recommend another doctor at least?
Someone would be reckless enough to diagnose a patient in absentia. I don't recommend such a doctor at all.
Warning noted. Where can I find them?
All right. Party Alley. There's a clinic there, run by one. Gonzalo Gonza.
Thank you.
He might be willing to help. Frankly, you two may even get along.
Say he was fine medically until he listened to a weird audio disc. What then?
I suppose audio could trigger some sort of neurological event. But they are exceedingly rare. More than likely, it's a coincidence. He may have sat down, put on his headphones, and then had a massive cardiac event. Substance use is also rampant in musical subcultures, I've been told.
Right, I'll go see this Gonza then.
He gives you a brief nod, and nothing else.
A nod declaiming any of all liabilities forever befalls you there. Nothing further. See you later.
Until next time.
Kind of like your voice. On the phone.
Unwise to your presence, a lanky young man presses the handset against his flushed cheek. Practically clings to it, like a shipwrecked survivor holding onto a piece of driftwood.
Interesting.
I don't know how much time we have. You have to help me fill it in.
Whatever the person on the other end of the line has to say to that, it makes the man's eyes squeeze shut and his mouth slacken in a guttural groan. The line appears to be occupied.
I can't possibly perform under these conditions. You have to make me.
No miracle for me, it seems.
This boy man has beat you to it. His glasses are half fogged from the sweat beading on his upper lip. The
Seems
man
like a...
continues with his intense conversation, having never known you were there.
I don't want to interrupt him. What if... My conduct and performance. Interesting, interesting. These look like little, like, body bags. Kind of freaking me out. Okay. There was a merchant. Chain cutters, right. That we were supposed to ask about. Where would that merchant be? Fig rolls used to cool here. A cluster of torn blister packs for a gore slick card game. What kind of card game is that? Piggies!
Wild boar piglets snuffle through the city's trash, still wearing the stripes of babyhood like halitosis humbugs.
I don't know what that means, but they're cute!
Behold, the cloven hoofed effect of urban administrative collapse.
I'll recruit them. The fascists would never see it coming.
You didn't bring any pamphlets or manifestos.
Shoot!
But where there are bullets, there are boars. An adult can be up to 500 pounds of bristled, pitiless hog with tusks.
They're dangerous?
Yes.
Come away.
You leave the boars to their devices.
I'll take that. Yeah, I don't want to mess with the babies and then get the mama. Because boars are scary. Good vantage over here. Ooh. Another pack of cigarettes. Since when's our toilets? Oh, I'm back here. Fascinating. Okay. And then, what's over here? Oh, another can of something. I'm just picking things up. Oh, I don't know what this is. -3 fatigue, anxiety 2. Oh, big coffee. Big scary coffee. Anything that lowers anxiety. Statehood 1. What do I have right now? Oh, I don't have anything. Equip. Cool. Held. Blueprints 1. Contains screwdriver. Nothing that lowers anxiety. Ain't that just the truth of it? Okay. Maybe I will stop this episode here, even though there is so much to do and I don't ever really want to stop. But I've been playing for almost 2 hours. Wow, okay, this was a really fun episode. I am really enjoying this. I like what they're building. I like how they're doing it. And I'm excited to play more. What else can you say about a game? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye, pals.